Hello, peeps. Twisted Foot here, bringing you another Boundless stream. It is pretty late at night, and I don't expect a whole lot of people to show up for this stream, but I am playing Boundless, and I figured, what the heck, might as well stream while I'm at it. Just double checking to see if this is actually working. Really quick before I get too into doing anything else. Okay, it looks like I am having some technical difficulties, and the stream is not actually working. Okay, it looks like I am having some technical difficulties, and the stream is not actually working. Okay, see if this fixes it. See if I can get it to work. Okay, see if this fixes it. See if I can get it to work. Well, it looks like once I put it into full screen mode, it stops working as far as showing the video. So for this stream, I guess I will, let's go into full screen off. And I guess we can maybe hold on one more. See if this changed anything. I'd rather do it in full screen on. But I don't know if it's going to work or not. Well, it looks like it gets stuck in. The video gets stuck. Alright, I guess this is how we're gonna have to play it tonight. So, for some reason it won't work in full screen tonight, so I am going to play around, I guess, on windowed mode. So, I am presently on Solemn, and I was down here. What the heck was that? Well, I was down here collecting some igneous rock. It's purple, just like what I was collecting on Muntean in my last episode, my last video that I did. I want to point out a correction from my last video, is that in that video I was saying that it was release 171 that was released to the live servers, but I was corrected in the Boundless forums, or not forums, but the Boundless Discord by NL Tim. And he pointed out to me that it was actually 172 that got released. And then when I had made the video, there was none of the patch notes or release notes had been released yet. So I was just going off of what they've kind of previously have done in the past, where they've had a release, basically had a test release on the test servers. So when they were testing like 169, they would test it on the test servers, and then they would transfer it over to the live servers. So if they were testing 169 on the live or on the test servers, then the next release that came onto the live servers was that test version. Well, this time they were testing 171, and then they also had a 17.1, and when they brought those over to the live server, they labeled them as 172. And so that's how we got onto 172, I guess. So sorry for any confusion in my last video. But what I all talked about in that video was relevant to the release that was released a couple days ago now. Some things that I've been doing, kind of messing around with lately, or today as I've been playing, is I kind of changed some of my skills around. In item crafting, I removed my points from advanced machine recipes, which unlocks the ability to craft mixer machines and titanium furnaces. I already have 2 titanium furnaces and I already have 2 mixers, so I really don't need the ability right now to craft any more. So I thought it would be better to take those points back out and use those points somewhere else. So what I did was I maxed out my agility, and the reason I did that was so I could have a higher crit chance. And I also put one more skill points into slingbow mastery. basically trying to help with fighting some of the creatures now with their increased health and the amount of damage that it takes to actually kill them. But now compared to Montine, where I was mining these purple igneous rocks that in my last episode, on Solemn they're like I consistently can get a one shot now, especially since I upped my agility to increase that crit chance, so I can go several hits in a row now with getting so it is a lot easier to farm this stuff here on Solemn. But the only reason I was on Solemn to start with is I was gathering some twisted timber for our path project that we're working on in our community. We are currently working on basically replacing out all of the pathing that we have now with some different blocks and with a different design. Now this stream is going to be pretty casual, pretty laid back. Like I said, it's pretty late at night. It's like 1:37 my time, so I honestly don't expect very many viewers to show up, but I figured what the heck, I might as well just stream while I'm playing around on this game. I can always just release this stream later for people to watch again later. Now I'd like to find some coal while I'm here, but I have a feeling I'm going to run out of hammers. Now I have found, well, let's use up this copper hammer. I have found what I think is a slight bug, but I haven't said anything about it, or I haven't posted anything about it in the forums. But if you go to crafting, like handcraft, and now if I want to craft twisted wood timber, if I click on it, and I don't know if it'll work this time or not, but if I try to just mash the button to continuously handcraft, it'll glitch out, it'll bug out and close this crafting part for the twisted wood timber. So let's see if I can reproduce it. Yep, there it closed out. So that's basically that's one little bug that I actually found. So all you do is to recreate that bug is you open your crafting, your handcraft, select the twisted. I don't know if it works that same way on warp conduit. I just noticed it as I was doing twisted wood timber. Is you click on it and then you go to try to handcraft, and you can only click a couple at a time and then it'll close out. But if you scroll down just a little, like one click on your mouse wheel, and then open it up, then you can, oh, it's not going to do it this time. Previously I've been able to scroll down and then, okay, now it's working correctly. So now I can just sit here and mash my right mouse button to craft a lot of these twisted wood timbers. So let's I'm gonna continue. I think for a while in this stream we're going to go back to Volpto, and we're gonna go down into the caves under the mountain where my house is at and look for Hey, Joe Blow. How's it going? And welcome back. But for a while in this stream, we're going to go to Vault Tone. We'll go on under my base and we'll look for some rubies for a little while because I need to get some rubies crafting so I can make some more ruby tools, and I really need a ruby sling bow. They made a change to the diamond sling bow where now it's a basically like a shotgun. It's a scatter shot. So it shoots out five projectiles, kind of short range. Now, I was having some technical difficulties a little bit earlier, Joe, with this particular game. It's not liking playing in full screen mode with my OBS, so I'm having to stream it in windowed mode, and so you might see some different notifications and stuff pop up on the screen this time. Kind of weird playing in windowed mode, but it's the only way I could get the stream to actually work for some reason tonight. I don't know. Have you checked out this game before, Joe? Have you seen this game? This is a game called Boundless, and it's hard not to. A lot of people kind of, not necessarily get pissed, but a lot of people don't like to hear it be compared to Minecraft. But it's the same, in that same style of Minecraft, where it's a voxel based building game. So I'm down underneath the surface right now mining for some different materials. You can take the different materials and obviously craft different things and build different things. There are creatures in the world that can damage you. It's a pretty fun game. It is early access. It is available on Steam, but I would recommend, if you were to ever check it out, to get it directly from playboundless.com. They're not zombies, but I mean, you don't get like the hordes and stuff like on 7 Days to Die, but you do build stuff somewhat similar to 7 Days to Die, where you go out and gather resources. You build tools and weapons. You use coal to generate like fuel in some of your machines. There's some pretty cool stuff on this. Here's a level 1 wild stock. These creatures are fairly tame, so they're not very hostile towards you. And then there's different tiers. There's way different tiers of hammers. So like I have a copper hammer equipped. There's iron hammers, gold hammers, silver hammers. And then there's gem hammers. So like I have a ruby hammer, and then the higher tier hammers, like the gem hammers, they swing faster and hit harder. So like if I mine with the ruby hammer, it collects a lot faster than the copper hammer I was using. I don't know if I can get out of here. Hey, I did. So there's a item called a grapple, which obviously is a grapple. It helps you get around to places, climb things, go down in caves and look for different resources. I have very little played Hearthstone. When it first came out, I played it. Back then I was playing WoW, so it was interesting to me. I've never got into really any of those type of games like Magic, The Gathering, or any of that. So I've only played it a little bit. Basically enough to unlock the in-game rewards for World of Warcraft from it when it was first released. So this is like a city that people have made on this planet, and it's a city called Pixelgate. So a lot of these different structures are buildings made by players. Actually, all of these structures are made by players. The game doesn't make any like POIs or anything like that. So any buildings you see in the game are all built by players. Over here in this corner, there's a player named Cook Viper who does some pixel art. So he's made a Mario, a Link. There's a couple other players that have made some pixel art over in the corner over here too. But down in his little base or house, whatever you want to call it, he's got all of this pixel art stuff that he's created. I don't know. That's up to you, Joe, if you want to get the game. I like it. It's a lot of fun. I played it a lot before, and then I took a break while they were working on a couple bigger updates, and then the updates that they were working on finally got released, so I've picked up the game again and started playing it a little bit more. For an early access game, it is kind of expensive. So that is a turnoff for some people, and it is in early development, and they are actively adding things. No, it's not free. It's, I believe, the lowest tier to be able to play the game now with instant access to it is, I think it's $35. These are things called portals. So these lead you to other planets, which are, or actually, and the planets are essentially other servers. So you go through this portal, and when you look into a portal, it is real time. So if there was anybody playing on, see, this portal goes to a planet called Volpto. And if there was anybody playing and on the other side of this portal on Volpto, you would actually see them. So, and then it's a nice, usually a nice seamless transition to go from one planet to the next planet. So right now I'm in a little building that this player made. Basically, it's like a portal hub. So I got a portal that I can go to Montine or Nashville, and they're both different planets. So now we are on Montine, and we're gonna go to Thurka Market really quick. Now Thurka Market's a little bit more of a populated place, so these are all some more structures that other players have created. There are some very talented builders in this game. So we can jump around through those portals. We can jump around to a lot of different planets, but in a recent update that they just released, just the last couple days, they made a change to some of the creatures. So now the creatures are a little bit tougher to kill, and the creatures are what drops the items needed to fuel the portals. So there's a lot of unhappy players right now, but I'm still really enjoying the game. It's going to be tougher to maintain our portals that we have for our portal network, because we're a little bit, right now we're a smaller community that's playing. So this is my shop where I sell items that I've crafted or found. And then this is our portal hub for the community that I'm part of. And it goes into, we have pyramids that we've built to kind of designate that they're for our community. So this planet, you can get this blue, it's called blue gleam, and it's from this planet. So we utilize blue gleam for our pyramid on this planet. On the planet called Nashville, we utilize yellow gleam because that's what you find there. And now we are back on our home, on my home planet called Volto. So here's another creature. This one is hostile. This is a spitter, and he'll actually shoot stuff at me. And my bags are full, so I can't actually pick that stuff up, but so I'm working on replacing all of our paths. So these are what our paths originally look like, that we built to get from people's buildings to people's around in our community here. And we're in the process of replacing them all with this new design, using different materials. I gotta go up to my house and unload some of this inventory. So this is my house. I just did a video on it that I released a couple days ago, giving a tour of the place. I just finished remodeling it. I really can't talk in Discord right now because I'm streaming, so it would be tough to talk in Discord and stream at the same time. At least for me. I'm too new. Just trying to get some of this stuff put away. Get some of these stones crafting. That helps with my leveling. You go out and gather rock, and then you bring it back, and then you craft it. Same with this gleam, because I'm using this refined gleam in our paths. So this is one right now. This is one aspect of this game that's kind of somewhat similar to 7 Days to Die. Right now is you always want to be crafting something, because that's giving you more experience. So in order to get leveled up, you're gonna want to always be crafting stuff. Alright, I think I got enough stuff sorted out and put away here. I got most of my stuff that I need for now. There is a crafting trick you can do in this game, where you can take some of these other colors So now I have a full stack of the red metamorphic Let's do it in this one. So now I have a full stack of this red refined metamorphic rock, but I don't want the red. I want to use purple. But you put your different color in the second slot, and then all you need to do is put one item of the color that you want in the first slot. So I want to make these purple. So I put the purple in the first slot, and I have my red in the second slot, and then I can select the item I want to craft, and now I hit the mass craft. It uses the one purple, and then it uses the rest of the from the red stack, and it'll make me all purple blocks. So that's a little trick that is still working in game for getting other colors of items that you want. I'm going to go put this that over here. Alright, so let's go down here and work on the paths again a little bit. They also just added multiple character slots, so you actually can have alts now in the game. And I plan on restarting a new character and then kind of recording it as I go, just to kind of show that initial experience, because I wasn't making Boundless videos when I first started the game, so I was just kind of getting somewhat started into YouTube at the time, and I was only really doing some 7 Days to Die stuff, and I wasn't even, at that time I wasn't even set up to do really any voice commentary or anything. So now I've been doing content, but it's on a character that I've already had going for a while. Trying to push him out of the way because he's kind of in my way. There's one other change that I made with my skill points, is I did remove I did take, I think I did take 1 point out of, 1 level out of dexterity, which now has reduced my block placing speed, which kind of sucks for this, but it's not too bad. When I get my next level, I'll probably put some, get that 1 back, because I felt like the that 1 next level up was actually pretty decent block placing speed. So this whole path is basically done where I can do it up to. I cannot, yeah, I cannot change that. Kind of need to figure out how we're gonna do these transitions up and down. And this is all pretty much done. So I'm going to start taking out this path this way, at least up to that incline up the hill. Switch to the iron axe because it can take them out in 2 swings. Goes a little bit quicker this way. Now I kind of only want to do like chunks at a time on this project, as I don't want to, if something were to come up or if I had to log off or something, I don't want to leave parts of the path unfinished for very long. Now we have a hopper down there. I wanted to fill this back in back here too. Ah. I like that you get experience for chiseling too. Now I gotta fix this little hole, this little mess up. Yeah, it looks nice and smooth. Hey Joe, are you still there at all? So in a lot of our paths, we originally were doing 6 wide in our blocks for our main, or for our paths, like our secondary paths. And then we were doing 8 wide for our main paths that were running down the middle of our community. But now we're switching everything over to be 8 wide, so it's the same everywhere. One thing with this update, I know a lot of people are upset about some of the changes that have been made to the game, specifically with the creatures and how hard they are to kill now, and the added difficulty level of removing blocks and stuff on the higher tier planets. But I don't know, sitting here watching me play this game, I'm on Vulpto. It's not the I can't remember for sure. I believe Vulpto is like supposed to be like one of the higher tier planets. I know like Solemn would be the starter planet, I believe. So Solemn's the starter planet. We're on the ring planet. And then is it Epsilo is the moon planet? But I believe Vulpto is actually one of the lower tier ring planets compared to like Montine and Nashville have higher, seem like they have higher, some of the higher tier cuddle trucks and hoppers and spitters. So just removing these blocks. It's not terrible. And I played before. I played before when before you used to, it used to take you 4 hits with an iron hammer to remove a block. So really for me it doesn't feel too terribly different from when I first started playing the game, because it pretty much an iron tool took 4 hits for pretty much any block that you were trying to mine. So it still actually feels a little bit quicker to me, because sometimes I can do a chunk of gravel in 2 hits, where before, I'm pretty sure like before when I first started playing, everything was pretty much 4 hits with an iron shovel. So I'm not too concerned about the added hardness on the different planets for that aspect. What I don't like I said in the video though, in my video that I released today, is that you can pick up an item in the lower tier planet and come and place it down on Vulpto or one of the higher tier planets, and it'll take you more effort to pick it back up on this planet than it did when you first originally mined the item. So I still believe that the added hardness should be a per block thing and not necessarily per planet. And then player made blocks that you place down, and it can be player made blocks. So like this is a player made block, but this is not a player made block. This is just a regular resource block that was mined, dug up on Montine. So this I could see maintaining whatever hardness it had from the planet that you mined it from. But now these blocks here are all player made blocks, and in my opinion they should have a lower hardness to help encourage building and to work better for builders. So if you're building and you misplace something, like I misplaced that block, I should be able to just go boom, 1 hit and pick up the block that I misplaced. I shouldn't have to worry about that world's hardness while I'm building. I mean, it is what it is. It's not extremely terrible, but it just would be nice for builders that way. It just means you gotta, right now you have to be more careful when you're placing blocks is all. And even then it's still not terrible. Now trying to battle the cuddle trunks and cuddle trunks, that is definitely, in my opinion, something that's broken and needs to get fixed. I have a diamond sling bow, which it's not the greatest sling bow, not the greatest gem sling bow, but it's still a gem sling bow. And I can barely scratch a level 5 cuddle trunk. Now I am going to be, I want to show you guys another feature that I would like to see added into the game, is the ability to rotate blocks. Now I've participated in some conversations about this on the forums before, and a lot of players at that time didn't necessarily agree that rotation on a block wasn't necessary, because you can basically rotate a block depending on which face of the next block you're attaching it to. So this whole row on that side, I was able to face with the pattern facing the way that I want it to by attaching it to that outside or that next row of wood. So now if I place a block, just to show you, if I place a block on this face right here where it's highlighted green, it'll place exactly like that block. Okay, but I don't want that. I want this type of pattern where this block is going the opposite, basically the opposite, the mirrored way. So you would think, in theory, that you would face it out onto this side. I'm going to give a little bit of space just to have room to show more options. So you would think if you placed it on this side, it would place correctly, but it don't. It faces the same exact way that this one did when you faced it on this wall. Well, then you would think you could do it on this face, but no, that faces it the same way, and the same with this face. In order to get this rotation that I want right here, I have to place down an extra row of blocks underneath my path, because I have to place it I'm going to get a couple of these placed down just to show quickly. I have to place it on this face of the block below it, and then I can get that rotation that I want. Now, in the forums before, I had previously, my suggestion was to utilize the spanner. Because if I had like a spanner, which is a tool which right now is currently just used for repairing your different crafting machines in your, so if you could use the spanner, you put the spanner in your, equip it in your hand, and then you could make a animation or a function of it to be able to like lock onto this block and rotate it in whatever direction you need. Now for the most part, most of the blocks have the same design or texture on each side of the block, but the decorative blocks, they don't. They have distinct textures for each side of the block. So you have to do, in my opinion, which is kind of stupid stuff like this, just to get the rotation you want out of a block, when the game could just have a rotation functionality built into it. Whether it's through a spanner or if it's through some other way like other games do. where you can push R and enable rotation, and then click some way of locking it into that rotation when you get the rotation you want. But I feel like you shouldn't have to place another row of blocks underneath it just to get this rotation that you like or want out of your block. So that's how our paths are going to look. Slowly just working my way out. I started up by my base up there, but I'm kind of just slowly working my way out now from our portal hub, because this is kind of supposed to designate basically the middle area of our community. So let's go see what we can find for creatures. I want to kind of experiment a little bit more with, since I made changes to my skills. So this spitter, now that wasn't bad. That was a fun fight. So this is a level 5. Now this is one that when I shot him before, I don't even damage him. Yeah, I barely damaged them. So I really don't want to fight one of them guys. But I do need to harvest this guy, and yay, I got a Oort stone. Oh, he actually got me. How did you get me from way back there? So right now it seems like the spitters aren't too bad for, in my opinion, for hunting for Oort stones. But the cuddle trunks suck. Well, that level 5 guy's right after me still. Alright, we need to get somewhere safe for a second. Oh crap. Come on, open the door. Now I wish Omni had a ruby sling bow for sale. I have been tempted to buy some of these refined rubies to be able to make my own. Alright, we kind of got to get away from this level 5 guys all over us. So I am going to go check out Nashville. See what kind of creatures we have running around this planet. This used to be another good planet to go to for... What are you? You're level 4. Now the bad thing, like previously, pretty much any cuddle trunk on this planet would give you Oort stones. But now I believe it's set up that... Oh, I did get one off of him. Well, that's cool. I thought it was only level 5 that gives you Oort stone, but that guy was level 4 and I got an Oort stone off of him, so... Honestly, it might not be all doom and gloom when it comes to maintaining portals. I don't think any hotfix was pushed out to the servers or anything. Yay, another Oort stone. Now it would be nice if that was like 4 Oort stones. And nothing out of that one. What level hopper are you? It would be nice if hoppers dropped Oort stones, but I don't think they do. And when they blow up for a lot of damage, so I don't want to be too close to him. No, just meat and bones. Meat and bones. So I actually got 3 Oort stones. I'm pretty happy with that. My diamond sling blow is about to die though, and I don't have any replacements other than iron sling bows. And if I try to bring an iron sling bow out to one of these, it'd be like bringing a knife to a gunfight. It would not go well for me, I don't think. Yeah, this is my last diamond sling bow. And I don't think Cook Viper has any for sale anymore. I don't want the hoppers really. Unless I continue just to test to see if they happen to drop an Oort stone, but they never did before. But they could have made a change to the game and that allows them to drop Oort stones. There's a spitter. What level spitter are you? And no Oort stones. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, see, I don't even damage him. So we are going to run away from them. We will stick to hunting for spitters and with any luck some roadrunners, but they were broken too before. You couldn't crouch to sneak up on them anymore, but I've only seen one roadrunner since this update dropped, and it was on Vulpto, and whoa, what just happened? Uh-oh. I have no idea what's going on. It is extremely hard to see. And if I end up dying because of this, this is gonna suck. Oh, there we go. I have no idea what that was, but that was kind of a weird bug. Alright, I believe we're safe. Uh-oh. Okay, now I know we're safe because we're in a different planet. That was a weird little glitchy bug there with the... with the world going black on me there. Any spitters out here? There's a cuddle trunk. And they did increase. They did make some. There's a spitter. They did make some changes to the spawn mechanics for creatures, so you're supposed to see more creatures than what we had before. So, oh, you're level 5. Oh, you're a toxic spitter. Now, I've been kind of trying to see if you shoot them from behind, if it does more damage to them. And it kind of appears that way. So it kind of like World of Warcraft stuff. You shoot them from the back, they take more damage. Oh crap, I placed my... Come on, pick up the... Why won't you hit the... Where are you, spitter? Oh, you're level 4 spitter. Did I get anything from that? Run away, run away. I'm almost dead. Ah, I couldn't get the... That sucks. I couldn't get the... I forgot you have to hold it long enough to actually drink the potion. I'm still getting used to utilizing... Well, now my sling bow's about shot. Still trying to get used to utilizing... my... Oh, and you're a level 5. Yeah. You can just stay here and have your fun by yourself. Oh, and there's a hopper. And I am not totally sure where the entrance is, but I will go into Cook Vipers. Alright, we're back on Nashville. Now, I am really screwed though when it comes to my sling bow now. Now that it's broken. Well, pretty much broken. So, one other bug that I kind of noticed is with the new ability to be able to split smart stacks and excuse me. Split smart stacks and actually be able to like place multiple things from a smart stack. Is sometimes it, well, actually I noticed it's been doing it quite frequently actually, where it's kind of glitching out and I have to reset them. What am I gonna do for a sling bow? I need something to be able to kill things with. I really don't want another diamond sling bow, but I know. Actually, let's see if I can get the Kraken down and see if they have a sling bow of different gem variety. What is this one? Gold. They have another diamond. But I don't want a diamond anymore. Diamond used to be the better sling bow choice, but alright, so I guess we need to I have one other thought, is looking quickly at the shops around Prozy's hub here. But I know he's kind of planning on taking all of this. He's taking a break because of, whoa, I just went through a portal. That's the amazing thing with the portals, is you can go through a portal like this and not even realize it. What are you? You're a little guy. You're a little level 1 guy. Look how tiny you are. You're actually kind of cute. Of course, you didn't have no Oort stone for me, but... So I think it was Cloud Strife is selling, or at least was, but I know he was basically saying he was gonna quit the game for a while now too, with the changes that were made. Okay, here's Cloud Strifes. What do you have? Man, it's a diamond again. Oh, nobody got the good ones. So it's looking like I am going to be SOL for a weapon. I do have iron sling bows back in my base. I just really don't think that they are gonna do much good for me though. There's a copper. Now if the game is balanced correctly, copper should be worse than iron, but oh, Prosy locked his shop up. I'm like window shopping. He doesn't have any. Doesn't look like he has any sling bows anyway. All right. This person doesn't have anything set up yet. Alright, so now we're on Thurka. Oh, I don't know. Oh, cool. So I am basically guessing that what I'm gonna have to do is how's my inventory? Oh, full, of course. Alright, we gotta run back home. Unload some of this inventory. We're gonna be done working on paths for right now, so I'm gonna put all of these items that I use for the path away in that storage. We're gonna add these Oort stones, so we're up to 10. We need 8 more. But in order to get any more, we're going to need a different sling bow. We'll put our dark blood there. Alright, so let's see what I have. That shouldn't be terrible for... I'm gonna grab a gold. I have a... Actually, I'm gonna grab a couple gold. I'll grab this one that's almost busted. So I have a couple rubies. We're gonna grab a couple iron. Maybe one shovel. Alright, that should be... Am I right on my grapples? I really shouldn't need... I shouldn't need my axes with, but... Guess it's not going to be a big deal to bring them with. Oh crap, we gotta have a hopper somewhere. Just try to get down to below here as quickly as we can. That was kind of lucky. Okay, we are down here. So you can actually find a lot of coal on this planet. And I really should grab it while I'm here. Same with this iron. But I'm really... Okay, I'm gonna grab this coal. That's right here and easy to grab. Actually, I shouldn't be wasting my time on these. On this planet, I can get this from the lower tier planets and be a lot more effective in my farming. But it's hard to pass it up while it's here. What I want to find is rubies. God, that coal looks so good though. Oh. We gotta grab this coal. We can't let this coal just sit here like this. Plus it's a lot, you get a lot better level for getting coal than you do the regular blocks. This could be another potential way to make the reward higher, better for mining on the higher tier planets. Would be to make it so when you bust up a coal seam, you get more than one coal for it. Which I believe that's been proposed in the on the forums, so actually what else you could do is you could actually, they could potentially even increase the XP amount even higher than it currently is to make it worthwhile, make it, I don't know, still necessarily worthwhile, but at least worth more for a player to mine on this planet. If they don't want to necessarily give out more resources per block, then give out more XP. So currently if you mine this on Solemn, or if you mine it here, you're going to get 32 XP for it. But maybe on the higher tier planets it gives you 64. So double what it does on the starter planets, or something like that. I don't know if anybody watching this video will, anybody that ever watches this video will necessarily agree with that, or if the right people... Well, there's hard coal. If the right people will watch this video and get that suggestion. I want to make sure I'm right underneath this thing so it doesn't fall into the lava. Oh, how much XP is hard coal? Medium coal is 32. Excuse me. Oh, I can't reach it. So I want to wait, just so I don't have to do math. I'm going to wait for that XP bar to... Okay. So let's see how much a hard coal... Oh, that's 48. Look at all of this coal. Again, I shouldn't be doing this, but I can't resist when it's right here like this, because I need it for making my decorative blocks that I'm making take spark. So I need to get coal so I can get more spark again. No rubies yet, though. It is nice to see that they've definitely fixed the listen to players and fixed the iron distribution, because now it's fairly easy to get iron again. There's a ruby down there. I don't know how easy that's going to be for us to get, but come on. Wonder why it won't place there. Is there... Maybe there's a slope underneath here. Well, let me place it where I don't want it. Right in the way of what I'm trying to do. Oh, there is a slope there. So now... Hey, check that out. So my person can't touch hot lava, but my tools can. I'm gonna fill that in because I don't want to risk any chance of losing this ruby. Oh, nice, 3 of them. Oh, more. Come on, keep it going. Uh-oh, did I get that one? 4 of them I must have. We're gonna fill this hole in. Try to. Maybe. There we go. So I don't want this ruby to fall into that hole. Is that all of them? Looks like it. Nice. Well, we got 5. I have been trying to save up to make a mass batch of compact rubies. But I don't think I'm going to be able to wait that long. I believe I'm going to need to make whatever I can now, so I can get some, basically so I can get a sling bow made. The only other option I have is to maybe look at buying some rubies. Actually, what I should do is I should maybe seriously consider buying some rubies. I can actually take my my diamonds that I have. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was too dang close. I gotta be careful. I can't afford to die again. Lose all that durability on these tools. But I could sell my diamonds, my rough diamonds that I have, because I don't want a diamond sling bow anymore. Although diamond hammers are nice, but if I can just get a different sling bow for now, I can continue to save up my rubies for that mass batch, which would be ideal. So if I sold my diamonds that I have, I could then purchase some rubies, make my sling bow, and then I can continue to come down here and peck away looking for rubies. I should have tested how much XP you get for a ruby. We'll have to test that out next time we find a ruby. Pay attention to what we get for XP from a ruby. Somebody's close to us. Are any of my... No, nobody I know is on. I gotta be careful. Where is that? They're over that way. All right. We need some rubies. I like hunting for rubies because it almost sounds like you're hunting for boobies. We will take the hard coal though too. That is a nice 48 experience for each one of these hard coals. That is like mining out 11 blocks. 12 blocks. That's 12 blocks worth of XP. One of those hard coals. I should be doing this with my iron. So I wonder who that person is and where they are. Let's see if they're close enough to me for chat. I don't think they are, but whoa, 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 whoa. Be careful here. Dang near walked right off of that into the lava. There's no answers, so they must not be close. Either they're not close enough for chat, or they're a stuck-up a-hole. Which is totally possible, but for the most part, people in this community of this game are very nice and very helpful. Yikes. So I want to see what kind of XP we get for a large fossil, or is this a medium fossil? Well, this is a large. That's 48 too. That's pretty nice. There's quite a few of those around in this underneath. We are pretty close to being underneath my house, so there's some titanium. Well, we're not doing very good on our ruby hunt, but we're getting some coal, that's for sure. build something over there. Close are we to the edge? Okay, we have some room. Trying to be as careful as I can, not be too careless in my quest for this coal and the hopes of finding some rubies. Now I think that whoever that player was and wherever they were, I think they took off now. Now I'm kind of trying to head somewhat in the direction of my house because to the northeast of my house was where we came down, and to the southwest of my house is kind of where more of the mountain is at. So I like being right below my house. Some hard coal. I think that's rubies down there. Can't tell for sure. Yes, it is. Come on, I don't want to build. I'm not going to be able to get it though. It's not letting me place the blocks where I need to place it to be able to get it. I need to be down below this level. second I tried to collect this ruby, it's gonna fall right into the... So I can get lucky here. So it was a gem 120 XP. Yes, it is. Well, that's cool. I got both of them. So what is that? That's like mining 30 blocks, right? 30 times 4 would be 120. So mining one gem is like mining four normal blocks. Of course, you need to find the gems. Now they always used to be mentioned on forums and stuff that rubies were one of the easiest gems to actually find, but I don't know if that is still the case or not. I have pretty much only really hunted for rubies. I haven't really done much hunting for other gems. I have looked for diamonds a little bit. But not a lot. Come on, there's some rubies. I was gonna say there's some more down there, but that's not rubies. That's not boobies. Sometimes the block placement can be so tricky. I mean, it's awesome that you don't have to necessarily be looking right at the face that you're trying to place it on, but sometimes it works wonky. Now I'm just being extra cautious, making sure that I don't have any chance for this ruby to fall down into the lava. There's only one. Guess that makes up for the one where I found like 5 in that one vein. Oh, there's some more over there on that side. Okay, we gotta get back over there. Oh, I don't want to use the clay. The silty soil will be good, but I don't want to use the clay. Need the clay for making bricks. Not that I'm planning on using or making any bricks. Oh, come on. Be careful, pay attention to what I'm doing. So we're up to 9. This is a slow process to get these rubies. It'd be nice just to find a huge patch of them. Those days are long gone. When I first, and they were gone like within a week or so of me starting. Before, you used to be able to find just huge deposits of them, of all of the gems. So there was, when I first started playing, I didn't get a chance to collect items like that because I was just starting the game, so I didn't have any of the type of equipment that I needed to be able to get rubies or get any type of gem. And then they did the update with the resource redistribution, and that pretty much wrecked everything. I mean, that it didn't like wreck everything, but it was a pretty big drastic change from being able to find gems and other resources very, very easily in large quantities to really having to hunt for your resources. So actually it's like with this current release with 1.7.2, we've gone through these things before with when they released the iron or the resource redistribution update. I don't remember which update that was, what number it was, but that basically had a very negative effect on player base too, because you couldn't find iron at all I mean, you could find it, but it wasn't for a lower level item resource. It was actually easier to find gold reserved by the one. It was easier to find gold and almost pretty much easier to find gems than it was to find iron. But now they have fixed that, and iron is plentiful again, which is good because it is one of the base metals. I need to make sure I am still heading towards my house, because I think I am seeing that I'm seeing spots that are reserved by Dewan. That means I am further out away from my house than I need to be, and I am not under the mountain below my house anymore. Not unless Dewan came and claimed some land, some plots behind me. People be screaming, why are you leaving all those resources? I am leaving a lot of stuff down here. Some hard coal over there, but I'm not gonna. I am not going to waste my time. Not really waste my time, but I'm not going to use my time to get that one. Whoa, 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 that was way too close. I thought I was a goner there. Come on, rubies. Where are you? I'm not seeing very many of them. all the large fossils though. And coal and iron. So, this is where I kind of wish I had a mini map, because I honestly don't pay close enough attention to know. Okay, my house is there. I guess I can see on the compass, I can see buildings around me from that facing that way. And nothing this way, so if I head this way, I should be heading into, basically be heading into the mountain below and behind my house. Which is where the rubies should be. So I should be heading like southeast. Crap. We might be screwed here. Oh, no, there we go. Awesome. I thought I was going to be screwed. All of this coal. Sure that went into the lava. Iron and coal, iron and coal. That's all I'm finding. My hunt for rubies has gone stale. One thing I don't think you might be able to find. What was that? You might be able to find it very, very. Oh, there's some rubies. Very, very rare on starter planets. Is hard coal, so at least finding hard coal down here is good too. At least I know if and when I want to come. Well, I'll have to take a look at. I'll need to take a look at possibly doing a run through the caves in Solemn, like just outside of Pixelgate, and see what I see down there for as far as amount of iron, because iron from Solemn is no different than iron from here, but it's a lot easier to mine. It's a lot easier to make mine. Like to see another big vein of rubies. Another like batch of like five, six of them. We're only up to 11, and I found 5 of them in one spot. But we are up to 30 hard coal and 109 medium coal, so we're doing pretty well in that aspect. And 4 large fossils. We're not really being overly successful in our ruby hunt, but we're at least finding some other resources that we need. We need coal, so no more rubies though. I wonder if it's 'cause I'm not in the right biome, or is it 'cause they're all gone? Somebody else came through here already and found them all, collected them all. if somebody came through and collected them all, they did the same thing I'm doing, where they only, that's all, pretty much all they're collecting. Which, again, is probably the smart, efficient way to play in this release. I've even kind of stopped worrying about getting coal right now. At 11. Would have been nice to got up to like 20 rubies this run down here. At least I'm not necessarily showing off an extremely hot spot and have to worry about people coming to get my rubies. The black goodness of these hard coals, though. These are... Finding that hard coal like that is almost as good as finding a gem. Oh wow. I just realized it's almost 4 a.m. here where I'm at. I think it's probably time to call this a night and wrap this stream up and head to bed to get some sleep. Plan on trying to possibly stream some Conan. I did pick up Conan recently. It was on sale on Steam. So I picked it up so I could check it out. I've heard okay things about it, but I've also heard some not so okay things about it, so it'll be interesting to see how it actually plays, because I've never actually played it, and I have only watched very little bit of video on it when it was first made available. So I really don't know like anything really about it. So I'm kind of gonna go into it a little bit blind and try to learn it on the fly. I'm sure I'll be having to stop and Google stuff and look up stuff. Can I get this one without having to dig out more? Yeah, I don't think I can get this one though. Oh, I did. Awesome. Look at all this coal though. I might not be finding rubies, but there definitely is a lot of coal down here. I'm gonna have spark for days. Not really, it goes fast, but especially when you're using it to make decorative blocks and generally using some to make Oort shards, but I don't quite have enough for a mass batch of that yet, and I ain't going to have that until I get me another sling bow. So I'm not gonna try to go kill a level 5 spitter with a iron sling bow. Now my skills are okay, they're not maxed out, but they should do the job with a gem. With a gem sling bow. But with the iron sling bow, I don't know. obviously gonna have to try it because my diamond sling bow is going to break really soon. So I'm gonna have to carry a iron one for at least a temporary for a little while until I can get my hands on a different ruby sling bow. Okay, still heading south. Still not seeing any more rubies though. I should get a nice amount of spark out of this though. Out of this run with all this coal. So I'm pretty happy about that. And we did pick up a pretty decent amount of XP along the way. Which it would be nice. It would be nice to get another level in, so I can get some more points. So I can buff up my man, buff up my dude, give him those stats that he needs, so he can actually kill some critters. Wow. And it's still going. Finally. See some more hard coal. Can I get it? Yes. Perfect. This I wish was rubies. Oh, here's some. Yay, we finally found another ruby patch. And there was 3. Any more? No. Hey, up to 14. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. I should be closing in on almost enough for I should almost be closing in on enough for a mass batch of medium coal. But I think it takes 360, so I guess I'm only about halfway there. I do have some left in my compactor, but not a lot. Come on, game, just give me some more rubies, please. I would like 6 more. If you could so kindly do that for me. I will take all your hard coal that you'll give me, though. Well, not all of it, but most of it. Uh-oh. Now we're getting serious. We have to break out the ruby hammer. Okay, still heading south. Hello. Nothing. I don't know if it means anything that I'm seeing like gravel down here. Is that a bad sign or is that a good sign? Hey, there's some rubies. Oh yeah, I found... Looks like I might have found quite a few of them right here. We might get our 20 that I wanted. Because there's quite a few right here. Oh yeah, we're up to 22. And we still have some more that we can get over here. Stay out of the lava. Those, yeah, that was what I saw from up there through that hole. Was these ones that I just got, so. Oh, there's some more. Oh, crap. Where are you? Only one? This was a nice little honey hole right here. So we actually ended up with 26. Oh, we're supposed to still be heading south. Oh, there's some more. I might have to try I might have to try to get to a spot where... Oh, there's more. Where I'm like in a more of an open area, and then I can set a location here. Save a location here, and then hopefully be able to open a warp and come here and look in this general area again. Although I believe it's set up that they're supposed to... You're not supposed to be able to find like resources like this in the same exact spot each time. What? Wow, we shot up to 33 just that quick. There's some more. So I don't know what we got for a biome above us, but we definitely found a spot for some rubies though. There's some more. Okay, let's... And we're still trying to head south. Or at least we were. Now I want to basically try to find a spot around here where I can set a location and hopefully be able to actually utilize it with a warp out of Sanctum. So I know if you're like too low of a ceiling in the area where you're at, you'll try to set your warp and it'll actually just open up on the surface. So this actually looks like it probably would work fine right where I'm standing at. Ruby honey hole. And then I'll have to just remember to go north of it and south of it and just look around in this general area, and I'll should be able to find rubies, hopefully. Now they're not supposed to, like I said, they're not supposed to respawn in the exact same locations, but hopefully they spawn like at least close enough. Yikes. That was kind of scary. Alright, I'm gonna return to Sanctum, head back to my home, and wrap up this stream here once I get things going in my hang on. There we go. Okay, and we're home. So now we have 147 rubies so far. We still got a long ways to go for that mass craft. I guess I would be okay if I got, what do I need, 13 more to do 2 bulk crafts, and then that'll get me 20 at least. I guess that isn't so bad. I'm only missing out on roughly about 10. I'd come up 10 short of if I did a mass craft. So if I did 80, actually it's not even, I don't even think it's that far off. Because it would be 80 for 10, 160 for 20, 240 for 30, 320 for 40, so it'd be 400 to get 50 of them. Do bulk craft, where mass craft gets you 50 for 360, so you would cost you, I guess that's quite a bit, 40 rubies. 40 rubies to get 10 to get the same amount. But for now, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to try to hang on to it for a little bit longer. These for sure we need to get going. Yeah, I should almost... I'm just going to do the bulk craft of hard coal. And I'm actually going to wait on this because I might be able to pretty quickly and easily go back down there tomorrow and get another 100 medium coal pretty quickly, and then I can do the mass craft of that. What else do I got? I got some fossils for my... That's the small, that's the medium. So I'll need a couple more for the mass batch of that. And that's all I got out of down there. So for right now, I am trying to look up on boundlesscrafting.com what I need to make a ruby sling bow. Okay, so we need two refined rubies, which you need 1 compact ruby to make a refined ruby, and you need 10 rough rubies to make 1 compact. Well, I have 1 compact left over from... No. This makes a compact. Figure this out. Need refined, so refined is from compact. And trying to figure this out on my... Okay, it's in the refinery. So let's use this one. Plop that baby in there. Craft that. So that'll give us one refined. And we need 2 refined to make a ruby sling bow. So if we go buy one of those refined from the Omni shop, then what I can do is I'm going to take 9. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take my rough sapphire because I'm still interested in getting another diamond hammer because I still like that. So I'm going to take this rough sapphire and we'll go sell that at the Omni shop if he's still buying that. Whoa. So we're on the ceiling, or on the roof. So we'll see if he's buying sapphires. If he's buying sapphire. Yes, he is. So if I put this in there. I just got 1800. And then I can come down here and buy one of these. Okay, so now I should have the stuff that I need to make a ruby sling bow. Hopefully the one should be done by the time I make it back. Ah. Come on. I actually the more I play. Uh-oh. We got a crash. I've been getting these more frequently when I come through portals. But I've actually been now I wonder if is it froze again? Or is it actually working right? Yeah, it looks like it's froze. It is moving, but it's very, very slow that way. Okay, so let's try this again. Through the portal, and we made it. Alright. Where is our refinery? Now, where does this thing... Where does the sling bow need to be made at? I'm assuming the workbench. So that's where we're gonna try it. What are we missing? Oh, I bet you I don't have that recipe unlocked. Because I didn't need to make weapons before. So I was just buying them, and my diamond one was fine, so I don't even have the recipe unlocked. Let me see. Item crafting. It's not items. Equipment crafting. Oh. Oofta. I need a lot of points for it. I have, and I don't think I have enough. Oh, I have no cleanse points remaining. Well, that's a bummer. I guess I have, I at least have the stuff to make it. So I need 4 sticks, which I have, 2 refined rubies, which I have, 20 fossil extract I have, 2 dark blood, and 1440 and spark. So I have this stuff. I'm getting fairly close to my next level, and I should get 30 points, and that'll give me 37 points. And I need 35 points to be able to unlock both of them. Which kind of sucks, because that means I'm not going to be able to put any more points into my combat mastery this next level up. And I'm not going to be able to, well, then I'll have 1 point, or I'll have 37. I need 35. I'll only have 2 points. I'll have 2 points left over. That won't be enough to, I want to put 1 more back into that dexterity. Well, I guess it is what it is. Guess we'll just have to avoid mobs for a little bit, unless I can find somebody selling one, and I could buy one. I could maybe try to sell another ruby hammer, because I'm getting close to being able to make at least a couple batches. Getting close to being able to make a couple bulk batches. I don't think I'm going to be able to save up enough to be able to do the mass craft. I still would need another 213 rubies. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. But that'll get me I just want to see what I end up with. So that'll get me, if I go get 13 more, I can do 2 bulk crafts. So I'll get 20 compact rubies. I can bring the 20 compact rubies over here. And I will be able to do 2 I only need 36 to do a mass craft of refined ruby. That isn't terrible. I'll be at 20 compact rubies. At 160, that's needing another 170 something. I guess that's almost up to a mass craft of that too. But what I will be able to do is be able to get I will be able to do 2 bulk crafts, so I'll get 20 refined rubies, which will be enough for, well, then I'll have 20 refined rubies, and I'm just gonna look at, well, it doesn't matter, I can look at any of these to do a mass. So I'll be able to do a mass, I could do a mass craft of, what I'll probably do is, I will probably do a mass craft of 10 sling bows at that time. I'd like to get my hands, I would like to get my hands on one first to try it out. I've only seen Prozy's video, SW Prozy's video, and the ruby sling bow seemed to be one of the better ones out of the ones that he did his test on with the new creatures balancing. So, but with that, I am going to wrap this stream up here. So anybody that came out and watched it, thanks for coming out. Anybody that's rewatching it after, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.